Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. And today is June 16th. Importance is the order of the day. And our reference quote comes from Emerson. Quote, every moment when the individual feels himself invaded by it, truth is memorable. By the necessity of our Constitution, a certain enthusiasm attends the individual's consciousness of that divine presence. End quote. And our reading begins. Each day is the new order offering itself to humankind. In the divine plan, all yesterdays are canceled and all tomorrows are speculation. This is the day the Lord hath made, and I accept its importance. None of my affairs are under the verdict of yesterday. Health, peace, and abundance are dependent only on this day. Mind negates the past and affirms the present. God's ideas vitalize and create new vistas of demonstration. I realize the value of this day, and I refuse to allow it to be dominated by the past or by the future. My God is of the present, and its ideas rule me at this moment. I am invaded by truth, and I welcome its rules in my thinking. No false reports can register their misconceptions in my mind, for God alone thinks in me, and God has righteous judgment. The invasion of truth is welcomed by me, for then I can let go of my own false sense of responsibility. I turn over the affairs of today to a mind which knows exactly what to do. All my questions are answered by my inner intelligence. All my fears are dissolved by my inner love. I lift my thought to the one mind in the calm assurance that no mistake can ever be made. God governs me now. All things are important, for all things bear witness to the idea which created them. I look at the details of my experience and I find the divine facing me. God looks at me through every situation, every person, and every feeling. Omnipresent love unfolds in me, enfolds me, and omniscience is mine. I value the inspiration that infiltrates my consciousness, for it is God bidding me to do the right and loving thing. I prosper as I let the larger mind and the greater intelligence dominate me. God is always a welcome guest in the home of my thinking. I bid its ideas come and live with me. Today is the most important day I have ever lived, and I prosper in it. So let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. The breath, the one breath, one life, one consciousness, one cause, one substance, one supply, one creator, one creation, all one, expressing in brilliant, delightful multiplicity. This one expresses itself, expanding its experience of itself by responding yes to the ideas of itself as something new every day. It sustains itself through grace, through the unqualified giving of itself to itself. This one is beyond definition, beyond naming. It is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. It is all there is. It is this one that has no beginning. It simply has always existed. And so I know it to be self-existent. It exists by virtue of itself. And having no beginning, it can have no end. It is eternal. One infinite, eternal consciousness. By whatever name I call it, it is so much more than the human me can comprehend. And yet, I feel it. I recognize it by resonance because I am made out of it. I am a point where this divinity, this spirit, expresses itself in, through, and as my life, which is just an individualization of its life. And what is true of me is true of all. So the intelligence of this one is the intelligence of all life. The love of this one is the love of all life. The infinite possibility is the infinite possibility of all life. The abundance, the intelligence, the peace, the power, the presence, all fully present, fully active, fully accessible, right where I am at any moment, right where any expression of the divine is at any moment. It is simply a recognition, a thought away at any time. And so the peace that is the peace of creation itself is my peace. All that the infinite is mine right now. It was born in me. And so I declare, I claim, I affirm, I make real in my experience the truth of my being, the truth that I am spirit, the divine, animated, individualized in form. I accept it as my own. I choose it as my own. I I engage with all the activities of life from this awareness, from this declaration, making truth real everywhere. Not truth from the place of factual accuracy, but the truth of being. And so I am led by that divinity within me, not by the brain, by the heart, by the knower, by spirit, by whatever name I call it. I am led by that, joyously led by that. No desire, no need to assert any human power over spirit, with full understanding that spirit is the human me, and the human me is spirit. There is no separation, even within this one expressing differently. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the activity of law, the activity of creation, that aspect of divinity that just does what mind gives it to do, without question, without comment, without resistance. It simply acts upon the thought, upon the beliefs held. It moves on consciousness. When consciousness is moved by thought into action, law acts to complete, to move it into form, to move it into whatever perfect form is necessary to make it real, to complete, to express. Grateful. Grateful that this process, the creative process, is immediate because it is simply acting out what is already created, everything already existing in the mind of spirit, in the mind of God, in the mind of the infinite. And so knowing that everything has already been acted upon, I let go. I remind my brain, my human ego, that there is nothing for the human me to do to make anything happen, but rather to surrender the doing to spirit and arrive believing that it's already done and stepping into that, to participate in the path as it is laid before me. So I say yes to life. Yes. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is.